We are almost out of time, so one word from each panelist. We can start with Steve.
In terms of this finance bill and how to respond to it, the message to the people who are running the finance functions and the people who are running companies, really, is preparation. Preparation and discipline. You need to identify how this document, if it passes into law, is likely to affect the business. And have that discussion with the people in the ecosystem and the different parts of the business that are likely to be affected. If you are talking about pricing, then let that discussion around pricing of the products that are going to be affected or escalated by this bill, let that discussion take place now with the customers, especially for people in the manufacturing cycle who have long-term contracts. If it is going to affect the cost of production in terms of the input cost, you can't claim your input VAT, or your input VAT is now, it was not existing, but now you are facing a new additional input. Build that into the numbers and see how is it affecting the numbers. And have discussions in terms of the implication of the business and the implication of the people that the business does business with. The preparation at the top management level, the board of directors that run these businesses, they need to know what is going to be the implication of the specific provisions. If we are talking about card fees for a fintech organization or a hospitality outfit or a retailer, for example, and you are now facing, or a bank, and you are now facing withholding tax, which is going to be grossed up, and it's coming at an additional cost, 20% of the cost that you're putting on critical software and critical royalties that are being paid or critical fees that are being settled. If that cost is going to escalate by 20%, then what is the implication on the business? It was not existing, now it's on the table. That discussion and preparation, drilling down to the actual numbers, needs to take place now, and everything that is impacted by this provision, which we have detailed in the analysis in granular fashion, needs to be addressed and discussed. This is very critical at this time.
John, what about you?
Okay, I will say that compliance readiness is now a competitive advantage. Good records, clean reconciliations, and timely filings will save money.
From technology perspective, Paul, can you give us your take?
I believe it's now a matter of time before technology investment becomes part of the core business operations, right? So stuff like manual reconciliations will be a thing of the past, and it will now be all about automatic reconciliations. So it's about time companies start investing in their technology. The IT steering committees need to have a sit down to establish how they can now adjust to the finance bill in advance before it starts in July.
A parting shot. The best time to prepare for a KRA question is not the time when KRA asks that question, but the time before KRA asks that question. So this really calls into question the issue of preparedness of the business managers in responding to tax issues, not just the ones that are coming out in the bill, but the ones that are already existing. If you're going to need a review, do the review now. If measures are to be put in place, let them be put in place. If implications are going to affect numbers, let those numbers be known in good time and discussed and addressed, and all the discussions that are important had in a time which is within control, not when now the wheel is turning and now you're facing a risk issue. Care is knocking at the door.
Thank you all. See you in the next episode.